Would you smash or pass on these trendy barbecue foods? I'm trying the recipes for smoking pig shots, shotgun shells, Texas Twinkies, and armadillo eggs. Then we're gonna taste them to see which ones are worth it and which ones are just fads you should probably skip. Let's get smoking. Let's start with pig shots. These little flavor bombs are arousing a lot of attention in the barbecue world, and I can see why. As a man who likes drinking alcohol and eating barbecue, I kind of resonate with the branding of this food item. Coastal Barbecue has a video with 1.6 million views. Be sure to check that one out. And there's also other videos with a ton of views from Meat Church, Pitmaster X, Cowboy Kent Rollins, Ash Kickin' Barbecue, Hey Grill Hey, Chud's Barbecue. So it's fair to say that pig shots are trendy AF right now. Now, there are many variations of the recipe, but the common theme is a slice of sausage wrapped in bacon, filled with cream cheese and cheddar. To make the filling, I'm opening up a Ziploc bag and putting in a stick of cream cheese, a cup of shredded cheddar, and 1/3 a cup of pickled jalapenos. I'm also deviating from the recipe a little bit by adding some bacon bits because, now this is really important, if the filling has no meat in it, then technically you're not taking a shot of pig, you're taking a shot of cheese that is in a shot glass that's made of a pig. So I fixed this recipe by adding bacon bits to the filling so that you're actually taking a shot of pig. You're welcome. Finally, I'm adding 1 tablespoon of Smoke Trails barbecue brisket rub. This is available on Amazon and linked in the description section below. Then I'm mashing everything up in the bag, which I thought was a clever idea and had some viral TikTok potential, but it turned out to be a pretty dumb idea because it's actually really hard to mix together in a bag when the cream cheese is so hard directly from the fridge. So I had to put the bag in warm water to get it soft, and then it finally mixed up. But you might just want to skip that and mix it in a bowl and then transfer it to the bag. Now I'm slicing some cooked sausage into little discs. We call them smokies up here in the Great White North. Oh yeah, bud. And then I'm wrapping them with a half slice of thick cut bacon, then pinning it with a toothpick so it forms a little porky shot glass. Now, grabbing our bag of filling, I'm slicing off the corner to make a makeshift piping bag and piping the filling into the pig shot. And finally, I'm just repeating that 3 more times to make 4 pig shots, and I tamp down the filling a bit so it's flatter because the bacon will contract through the cook and it'll squeeze that filling out, so I'm trying not to overfill it. Overall, this was the easiest and fastest of all the dishes to make, so I could see myself whipping up a bunch of these for the old football game tailgate. Actually, no, that's a bold-faced lie. I play video games and host Dungeons and Dragons sessions and cook for family and friends, so I don't go to tailgates, and to be honest, I don't really know where I would cook these. Maybe I might do them for a potluck dinner or as an appetizer, but if I really want to impress people with my barbecue, I'm gonna be bringing brisket or ribs or pulled pork or something that's more traditional. And I feel like this easy to make stuff isn't really gonna cut it by itself. Remember, you are the barbecue guy. Bring that big barbecue energy. But you could also bring these. They might be a cute addition. You could be like, I brought these barbecue pig shots I made on my Traeger, but then you whoop out a brisket and you're like, thunk, and I brought this. That is big barbecue energy. Bring it. Okay, we'll set these pig shots aside while I make the other barbecue items, and then I'll smoke them all at the same time. Moving on to the smoked shotgun shells. Meat Church has a video on this with a very meaty 2.4 million views. That's where I got most of my info for this one, so check it out. And then we have big videos by Chud's, Ash Kickin', Cowboy Kent, and Anderson's Smoke Show has a banger of a video as well, so it's pretty trendy. And I like the concept. Canneloni shells stuffed with meat and cheese wrapped in bacon. I feel like these are specifically targeted to people like me who are military veterans, they love guns, they are hunters, they love barbecue. One might even suspect it's a conspiracy theory by Big Canneloni to break into the barbecue market. Now, these are super easy to make as well. I'm starting with some cannelloni shells and parboiling them for 30 seconds, no longer than 30 seconds. We're just slightly softening them, but we still want them to be rigid so we can stuff them with stuff. You can use any kind of ground or chopped meat that you want. I'm using leftover brisket because I have more leftover brisket than a barbecue joint at a PETA rally. Just chopping it up into small pieces and then mixing it 50-50 with our filling from the previous recipe. That's right, this same filling works for all of the recipes in this video, which makes it super convenient if you just want to bang out a bunch of different trendy barbecue dishes at the same time if you are so inclined. Now I'm stuffing the shells halfway with filling, and then I'm stopping and forming a little ball of American cheese. This is kind of my addition to this recipe. I haven't seen it anywhere else. I'm then popping that in and filling the rest of the shell with filling. So we have the filling, then American cheese in the middle, and then we have more filling. I like this because when you bite into the middle of the shell, you get this little pocket of super melty American cheese, and it's just like, flavor. Now I'm wrapping each shell with thin sliced bacon. You can use thick slice, it really doesn't matter that much, but I find the thin slice does cook faster, so you don't need to overcook your cannelloni and the cheese filling to get the bacon really fully rendered and bite through. And by the way, if you don't want to parboil your cannelloni shells before filling them and you have some time, you can just fill them normally without parboiling them and then put them in the fridge overnight. And the moisture inside of the filling will naturally soften the cannelloni shells. Just make sure you do either one or the other. Either parboil them or leave them overnight to soften. Otherwise, when you bite into them, they're gonna crunch like undercooked pasta. So overall, smoked shotgun shells are really easy to make. I'd probably make them for a big family dinner, but to be honest, I'd probably also bring brisket and ribs because remember, YAT BBQG. You are the barbecue guy or girl. Moving on to Texas Twinkies. Yes, please, I will have seconds. These look very smashable. This specimen is from the creators of this particular dish, Hutchins BBQ in Frisco and also in McKinney, Texas. So check them out if you want the real deal. With 1.2 million views on Meat Church, I mainly followed their recipe, so check that video out. Brad over at Chud's also has a home run video on it with over 300K views. Well done, Brad. I'd say this one's pretty popular. It's got the legitimacy of actually being on a Texas barbecue joint's menu. It looks amazing and Twinkie is fun to say. And this one in particular actually gets me really excited because as you have surmised throughout this video, I prefer to cook whole meats for barbecue, like brisket and ribs. That's just where my interest lies. So whenever one of these trends pops up, I kind of skip it or I just wait a really long time. Like this video is a great example. I waited more than a year to try these out. I'd rather experiment with something like bacon ribs or beef cheeks or making a better brisket. But I will admit that Texas Twinkies are giving my dingle a little tingle. They do look really good and I'm excited to try them out. To make them, I'm parboiling some large jalapenos for about 3 minutes, just enough to soften them up a little bit. You can also throw them on the smoker to soften them up instead of boiling them. Now that they're pliable, I'm cutting a T incision in the side of the pepper and filling the bottom with a small piece of American cheese. Again, this is my little addition to this recipe. I just find this stuff is super gooey and provides the kind of melty cheesiness that I like. Then I'm stuffing the top with the brisket and cream cheese filling I used for the shotgun shells. And finally, I'm wrapping the pepper in bacon. Thin cut bacon works pretty well. And after making another one, I'm setting them aside to smoke the other items. And off camera, I did actually add a little bit of my rub just to give it some more texture and flavor. All right, finally, we're making the armadillo egg. There's big videos out there by Meat Church, Hey Grill Hey, Chud's Barbecue, Ash Kickin' Barbecue, Postal Barbecue. So this one is really popular. What is it? It's a jalapeno stuffed with cheese, then wrapped in meat, and finally it's wrapped in bacon. I'm not really sure I see the appeal here. It seems like a new twist on the smoked fatty, which was very popular a number of years ago. And the thought of eating a little cute armadillo doesn't really sit that well with me. And did you know armadillos actually don't lay eggs? So armadillo egg seems like a little bit of a misnomer to me personally, or maybe that's the point. I mean, maybe if they called it something cooler like Mexican hand grenade. Let's look that up. No, actually don't use that. We don't. We definitely don't want to call it that. Maybe Texas hand grenade. That sounds pretty cool. And this guy actually makes something similar and he called it a Texas hand grenade, so maybe that'll catch on. Anyway, to make it, I'm slicing the top off a jalapeno, I'm coring it out, and then I'm stuffing it with cream cheese filling halfway. Then I'm making a little ball of American cheese and placing it in the middle for a little melty cheese pop of flavor. And then the cream cheese filling fills up the rest of it. Now I'm taking a cup of ground brisket trimmings, raw, and mixing it up with some Smoke Trails BBQ rub to make a sausage batter. I'll mix that and then flatten it out, and then I'm rolling up the stuffed jalapeno in the meat and forming it into an egg-shaped ball. Then I'm wrapping it lengthways with a strip of bacon, and then wrapping the rest of it with several more strips. Then I'm seasoning it with some rub to give it a bit more texture and flavor. Now, here's the easy part. I'm putting all of our trendy barbecue dishes on my Pits and Spits Maverick 1250 pellet grill, and they're gonna smoke for an hour at 300 degrees or until the bacon looks kind of dark and well rendered and looks like you could bite through it and it's not gonna be rubbery. The armadillo egg will take a little bit longer at 2 hours because it's a little bit thicker. Now you could keep going until the bacon is crispy on all of these things, but if you go too far, that cream cheese filling is gonna get way too overcooked. It might even squeeze out and get dehydrated and it won't be as creamy as it should be. So try to aim for a bacon texture that is rendered and bite through, but not extremely crispy. And after everything is cooked to my liking, I'm saucing them with some Blues Hog Champion blend and letting the sauce set up on the smoker for another 15 minutes. And when it's all said and done, they should have a dark red exterior with a nice tacky, saucy glaze. Well, everything except the pig shots, because I didn't think they really needed a glaze, but you can if you want to. Now I'm gonna bring my dad in as a taste tester, and we're gonna decide whether each one of these barbecue items are smash or pass. But first, I'd like to thank the sponsor for this video, Pits and Spits. Pits and Spits is a made in Texas manufacturer of super high quality offset smokers, pellet grills, charcoal smokers, and many more different styles of cookers. They sent me this Maverick 1250 pellet grill, and it is my flagship pellet grill now. I use it every week to make the best briskets I've ever made on a pellet grill. So when I'm not using my offset smoker, this is my go-to smoker. With the optional smoke cage attachment, the Maverick allows me to make offset quality briskets on a pellet grill, which is something I never thought I'd be saying, and I get a lot of flack in my videos for saying that, but the people that have used the Maverick with the smoke cage, all of them have agreed. This is offset quality brisket that you can produce on this pellet grill, and while it's a little bit inconvenient to add wood chunks every 20 to 30 minutes, that's what you'd have to do on an offset smoker anyway to get that quality of smoke flavor and fat cap rendering and bark. So to me, it's worth it, and it's still more convenient than an offset smoker because the pellets provide a baseline of heat, and it ensures that you're not having huge temperature spikes up and down. So there is that element of set and forget as well. The other thing I really appreciate about this cooker is how solidly built it is. It's fully welded, it's beefy, it's got a thick steel design. It really retains a lot of heat when it gets up to temperature, and it results in more even cooking temperatures. It also has a fully slide out bottom and top rack, allowing me to put a large water pan below my briskets, which is absolutely essential for getting good results on a pellet grill when you're smoking a brisket. This thing is an absolute beast, and I highly recommend it if you're looking for a real pellet grill with quality that you can pass down to your kids and performance that knocks cheaper pellet grills out of the park. I'll put the link to the Maverick as well as the smoke cage in the description section below for you guys to check it out. All right, let's get smashing or passing. All right, guys, we have all of these barbecue fads ready, and I brought a special taste tester to taste these. My dad will. Dad?
Smoke trailers?
I don't think that's gonna catch on. All right, so what we're gonna do, Dad, I'm gonna give you one of these. We're gonna start with the pig shots, we'll do the shotgun shells, we'll do the Texas Twinkies, we'll finish with the armadillo eggs. And after we taste them and give our thoughts on them, we'll go smash or pass. Just make sure, you know, smash or pass is facing the camera. You know what smash means?
No.
Okay, smash means you would eat it. Pass means, you don't really think it's great.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so let's start with the pig shots. Look at that. So cheesy. A little bit of heat from the jalapeno.
Holy.
You gonna be okay? This is the show where I kill my dad on camera.
This is gonna be heart attack heaven. Oh. Wow.
So first impressions,
I need a beer.
I've got scotch, that's all I have.
I like it, but at the same time, it's overwhelming.
Yeah, like what's overwhelming about it?
There's a bite to it.
So maybe a bit too much jalapeno in it, but what about the other flavors?
Yeah, it's decadent. I mean, it's cholesterol decadent.
Yeah. Yeah, it's full of cheese, it's full of flavor. I think it might have been a little bit overdone with the jalapenos. It's a little bit spicy, but I don't know. This is my vote.
Hey guys, look at my eyes are watering here.
This is my vote. You can give your honest vote, Dad.
No, I'm gonna go.
Okay, double smash. They're good. I think with a little bit less jalapeno in there, it would be super
serious.
good, right?
I could drink the beer and have these. It'd be great.
I think if you had a beer, yeah. If you had something to drink.
Oh.
Let's move on to the shotgun shells. So these are like cannelloni shells, and they've got cheese in them. They've got some brisket meat. They're wrapped in bacon. They're glazed.
Okay, let's try this one.
That's another good one. Look at that, guys. Ooh. 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 That's good. It's got this kind of like, it reminds me of lasagna a little bit with the pasta, and then the bacon and the glaze is very barbecue-y, and the inside is just like this decadent filling with the cream cheese. What do you think about it, Dad?
I know you talked. I'm going to eat.
Okay.
Oh, right. Creamy, juicy.
Yeah.
Bite to it. Yeah, it's great.
Nice. Okay, let's put our votes in.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a smash. That's a smash for me. Double smash for that one too. Could all of these be smashes? I think that's a very good possibility, actually.
Okay, what do we got?
All right, so for the third one, we've got the Texas Twinkie. This is a jalapeno stuffed in brisket and cream cheese and some other stuff. It is wrapped in bacon. It's finished with a little bit of my rub, and then it's glazed with some barbecue sauce. So I'll give you, you can pick one. I'll let you pick.
Who names them Twinkies? Okay.
People in Texas.
Oh, man. Okay, here we go. Holy crap. Wow.
Guys, take a look at this. Oh! Oh! That is so good.
The jalapeno in there? Wow.
It is a jalapeno. Yes, there is jalapeno in here.
Oh. Hey, guys, look at my eyes. Their water's so good, it's great.
That's tasty, though.
Oh.
So there's a lot of heat, but the bacon, the sauce is amazing. But once you bite into it, that American cheese in there that we put on the bottom, I think that's what completes this. The cream cheese is awesome, but that American cheese just elevates it. Do you taste that?
Oh, yeah, you complete me. Guys, it's about 0 Fahrenheit in the area right now, and I'm going to be warm. I'm going to have to take my clothes off.
Please do not take your clothes off, Dad. So the final one, and I'll let you cut this. This is the armadillo egg. Wow. The armadillo egg, and this is probably a meal to itself. This could probably feed like 2 people, but I'll let you take the Dalstrong Valhalla. Okay, just watch out. Yeah, that's nice.
You ever guys watch Game of Thrones? They all kind of go like this.
Okay.
Oh, no, this is great. Okay.
Right, there you go. There you go.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, hold it.
Oh, look how smooth that was. Okay.
Look at that, guys. That's what I'm talking about with that American cheese in there. Oh, that's a beauty. Okay, don't cut yourself.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Now this, you know, you can serve this to, I'm going to say normal people can have this. Real barbecuers are going to like the other 3 because they just grab you. Now, if you want to serve this a meal, it's not going to overwhelm anybody else. This would be perfect.
Yeah.
It's got a kind of a main course taste. It's kind of an all-around for a meal.
Yeah, I think it would be a good meal, like take it to a potluck or maybe like a tailgate or something like that. But you definitely have to sit down, and I think you have to cut it up with a fork and a knife. So the thing is, if you're going to have a sit-down dinner, why not just have brisket, right? Why not just have brisket and ribs or something? Because if I'm cooking barbecue and I just take this, people are going to be like, well, okay, but you know.
What's going to happen for me if I had these 3 over here before I had your brisket
as appetizers?
It would overwhelm, and I wouldn't have the great taste of the brisket of the meal. So to me, these are like serve alone to kind of an hors d'oeuvres if you're having a kind of a barbecue outside for people. But no, I wouldn't want to ruin the brisket taste because like this is overwhelming right now. But great.
To me, these are more like tailgating appetizer type.
Definitely.
Maybe like you're at a potluck or something and all you're eating is just like a couple of these and a couple of other things. This is more like a sit down meal.
Yes.
So I don't know. I have mixed feelings about that because I don't know when I would make that, you know? Like would I make this for family dinner or something?
It would be a novelty to me. It'd be a novelty to have it at a family dinner, but we'd want to go back to the brisket.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it'd be nice to have it done once and people say you did it.
Yeah.
The other 3, if I was out for a tailgate weekend party, camping party, and I had a lot of my friends and guys out and we're drinking a lot of beer.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Those are it.
These are designed for tailgating for sure. Okay, let's do our votes. I'm going to be a pass for this one. And it's not because it doesn't taste good. It's because I just don't see myself ever cooking it, really. I'll just cook a brisket.
No, but you know, some of your viewers may cook it. It was good. You know, I'm voting for it because it's actually really, really good.
It's tasty.
Oh, it's
yeah. I think if you're bored of making brisket and ribs and you want to do a novelty, the armadillo egg is a good way to go, maybe for a one-shot thing that you do. But the rest of these things, I would say, I would probably do them on a regular basis. Like I'd bring them to potluck.
So again, I'll go back to, okay, these 3 are my favorite. My least favorite.
The pig shots?
The pig shots, I'd still have them, but
they're a little bit too spicy?
A little bit too spicy for me. No, probably maybe good for you.
I think they're good.
So guys, here you have it. Don't forget Smoke Trails Rub.
Buy it. It's on Amazon.
But you didn't need it for these 3 right now. They were great, okay?
There is some on here.
Oh, there is?
Yeah. No, I put a little bit
I didn't know that.
On the armadillo egg.
Okay.
I put some on the Texas Twinkies as well.
Okay, guys, again, Texas Twinkies. But you know what?
Texas Twinkies were good.
Good.
Yeah.
So if you want to experiment, you want to try some of these other dishes, are they a fad? Are they be passing? I think great. Tailgating is great. I have to agree with Son Steve. Yeah, a novelty to have for a meal or bring over a potluck, but this would be my least one I'd have cooked. It's too much. I'd rather go brisket.
But tasty, yeah.
Tasty, but I'd rather might as well work on the brisket.
You can't beat brisket. Can't beat brisket.
How long did it take you to cook this?
2 hours maybe?
Yeah, I'd rather put the time.
Short.
I know, but put the time of the brisket, okay?
Ribs, brisket, something like that.
And that was good, okay? So the shotguns were good.
All right, guys, thanks so much for watching.
Right.
If you do have any ideas for future videos, then let me know in the comment section below. I will see you in the next video, and until then...
I'll send you my cholesterol level.
Oh my God. Happy smoking, guys.